played hard and we played physical. That's what we did. And we did great.
Talk about what you guys were able to do defensively on DeMarcus.
Played hard and played physical.
You guys mixed it up a little bit, though.
We played hard and played physical. Exactly. You're answering my question.
Do you play hard, then you play physical, or is it hard?
Nah, physical then hard.
Okay.
I'm sorry if you already answered it, but how were you guys able to contain DeMarcus Cousins?
We played hard and played physical.
All right, we're back for part two now. We got to talk about the new point guard who was the old point guard and then was the new point guard again. So Evan Turner and Marcus Smart. Stevens has been trying to figure out who the point guard is in wake of Rondo leaving. They tried Marcus Smart, and as we saw today, it kind of works a little bit better when Turner is a starting point guard and Smart is the one coming off the bench. What did you see out of Turner today?
I looked at the box score during the game, and right where the point guard is, I saw, what I see here, 10 points, 11 assists, and 6 rebounds.
Rondo's back.
I was like, oh, Rondo's having a great night. Let me check his free throws. But no, it was actually Evan Turner. And this was a really great game for Turner. You know, he comes into Boston having some tough luck in Indiana, the stigma of the second pick. Is he going to fit? And we really saw him play really solid basketball. Having 11 assists from Evan Turner, I was very impressed by, because that shows that a guy who's new to the team this season is clicking with the system. He knows where to get guys into their spots. I thought this was one of the more solid games we've seen from Evan Turner in a very long time.
And he also had 3 steals, so very Rondo-like there.
Very.
But he only played 22 minutes.
Wait, he was 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
Okay, so I guess it isn't Rondo after all. That was the only way that we could tell. We didn't have to watch, just to look for the free throws there. I'm sure Rondo just missed a free throw as we said that. But he had 3 steals. He wasn't a complete train wreck on defense, although Collison had a nice little run there. But in the end, Collison didn't have that big of a game, although really nobody had that big of a game for Sacramento. But Turner looked comfortable running point. Nelson looked pretty solid behind him running point too. It looks like they might have that figured out now. But the consistency against a good defense, that's still kind of the worry there. Sacramento did not really bring it at all defensively today.
Right. You can't use this game as a measuring stick and saying, oh my gosh, we've found the key to success, the key to the future. But now it'll be, where do they go from here? How does Evan Turner continue this into the next games?
And he will do what next game? 20 assists?
No, I think, I don't think we're going to maybe see Evan in double-digit assists. That's really hard to reach. There's like only 3 players averaging 10 assists a game this season for a reason. But if Evan can stay consistent with being just an all-across-the-board player, he's a really big guard, so there's a lot that he can do. I'd like to see him just, chip away at the stat line.
And we saw a few times today where Turner would try to drive, whether it was in transition or half court, and he would think that he got by everyone, then he would get stuffed by Darren Collison or something like that. I mean, obviously Turner needs some help getting to the rim, making plays. Is it having him a point guard, will that make him more effective because he has kind of the offense designed around him? He's got picks and slip screens, stuff like that going for him.
I think that can definitely help. And one thing about this system is it always seems like the Celtics have 500 guards to play with. So Brad Stevens will be able to mix and match and find his pieces. He's always said, Stevens has said, we're not necessarily going to play our best players, we're going to play our best combinations. Mm-hmm. So once with these new guys here, if they can find pieces to help Evan continue to grow, that will help them.
All right, so let's go to boxing out. Give me your stat of the night.
My stat of the game. Welcome to Boston, Jameer Nelson. 8 assists in 20 minutes. That's
pretty good. No?
It's really good. A few years ago, we were looking at who should be the final guard on the All-Star team, Rondo, Jameer Nelson, or Mo Williams. Jameer has slipped in those guards.
The league's changed a bit since then, hasn't it?
Just a little few things are different, but Jameer Nelson had a really great night tonight. And like we were talking about, Evan being new to the Celtics this season, Jameer is new to the Celtics this month, as just a few weeks ago. So it's good to see that veteran presence. All you want from a veteran point guard, get your guys the ball. You don't have to go score 50 points a game, so him being a distributor is really important for this team.
Especially because he shot 1 for 8. He definitely does not have to score 20 points a game for this team.
That's why his stat was his 8 assists and
not his 8 missed field goals. Very clearly a pro already at the boxing out segment. So for me, it's the 0 lead changes. It was their second wire-to-wire win of the season, the first coming December 7th against the Washington Wizards. So, I mean, Sacramento is probably an easier win than the Washington Wizards, but nonetheless, pretty impressive to never give up the lead the entire game.
Yeah, that's huge for a team that going into the fourth quarter, they could be up by 25 points. And it's like, don't put Gino on the don't put him on the Jumbotron yet. It may not be time. So, yeah, that's huge. They held on to the lead.
We did see Gino tonight, though. I mean, they waited and they finally felt safe with a 25-point lead with a couple minutes left.
But like I tweeted, no one danced.
Well, I'm sure you danced on the inside.
Didn't you?
Well, of course. I'm always dancing on the inside. All right.
Dancing on the inside right now.
Okay, so right now, your baller of the night.
Baller of the night. Evan
Great
Turner.
dance moves.
Evan Turner.
Okay. Why?
Because he danced on the inside all during the game. No, because he had a really, really solid game, like I said, across the board, doing good things in different categories. That's so important on this team when it's going to be, an all-around effort. They need to win by committee, and this helps.
Oh, that's really important. Jared Sullinger was really important tonight. That's why he is my first baller of the night. And then, of course, Marcus Smart for landing that body slam pretty well and then just popping right back up and getting in his face. So whatever stat. I know, unbelievable. So I guess my boxing out would be the 0.5 seconds it took Marcus Smart to pop off the ground and get in Cousins' face. So that's it for the show. I want to remind everybody to get the new Larry H. Russell book on the fall of the Boston Celtics dynasty. You can get that by going to the link in the description, and then also listen to this show on iTunes, listen to the CLNS Radio Post Game Show on iTunes, and also Celtics Beat on iTunes. A lot of things on iTunes. Anything you want to promote from Basketball Insiders before we get out of here?
Gosh, I don't know how to top that list. Yes, check out all the great content on Basketball Insiders, and if you want to follow on Twitter at @JCamerato_NBA, that'd be awesome.
And at CLNS_Jared Weiss. That's going to do it, Jess. That was fun.
Thank you.
Let's do it again sometime soon. The Celtics should probably win again sometime soon. We'll see you on Friday for the Rajon Rondo return game. For Jessica Camerato, I am Jared Weiss. Peace out.
That was the best game physically we've played, I thought, as a team. I thought I was a little nervous coming in today because we had 2 hard practices where there were very few fouls called, and there was a real emphasis on getting into the bodies and getting into the ball and competing and growing together as a team through competing against each other, and hopefully we can continue to build off of that. But yeah, that's when he's at his best. There's no question about that.